It's different.
You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Life is funny, things we do to get money. Hardships, hard times. And these days, these situations, they be sticky like honey. If it ain't Corona, they trying to clone ya. What happens to the little girl that went missing from her home? Her own daddy keep touching her. Daddy, leave me alone. I ain't got the answers. Trying to get justice for George Floyd. And if Bill Gates got the cure, make sure he got one for cancer. We screaming stop the violence, but who we asking? The killer the same color as the one in the casket. I'm no preacher, spitting hard facts like bleachers. Make America great again. It's only for the rich leeches. Where's Felicia? I guess black reparations went to new prisons and new police substations. For black justice, they be debating. We gotta wake up, but I'm going back to back. I'm on one. Cold cases still hot in the hood, cause the nigga that did it, he still home, son. I'm my own rapper, but got a new balance. Rest in peace to all the young fallen soldiers. Didn't get a chance to show the world their talents. I'm so focused, trying to save the nation. Seeing the road ahead like a full focus. You don't know what I've been through.
It's like that.
You don't know what I seen.
It's like that.
Live your life, not mine.
It's like that.
If you know what I mean.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've been through.
Yeah.
You don't know what I seen.
Yeah.
Live your life,
like
not
that.
mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know.
Life is a bitch and death is a motherfucker. You can't trust a mother, cause people be motherfuckers. They stab you in your back and they smile up in your face. They do whatever it takes to have another place. The population polluted and robbing and shooting. Their mental state be diluted. They owe them all that they booted. Now how you only 17 and you looking 35. It's a wonderful time in this life to be alive. You better get your together. Stop wasting your time, cause time waits for no one. No person, place, or no thing. Yeah, it go fast, motherfucker. It go fast.
You don't know what I've been through.
It's like that.
You don't know what I seen.
It's like that.
Live your life, not mine.
It's like that.
If you know what I mean.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've been through.
Yeah.
You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know.
Yo, y'all already know what it is, man. It's your host with the most, man. Focus, Feel, Focus Radio, man. And we do this thing, man, each and every Thursday, man, right here on Beltway Radio and beyond. And just got to show my gratitude, man, to these peoples, man. Beltway Radio and beyond. I ain't forgot about you, Treese, man. I'm going to hit you up. She got a woman's show that she would like to bring in. I got to call her as soon as I get some time, and we going to have a new show right here on Beltway Radio and beyond. And shout out to everybody that's putting it down on this network right here. You already know what it is, man. We are here 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. So we are your hottest evening podcast, man. Ain't nobody doing it like Phocuz. Ain't nobody doing it like Phocuz, man. Getting the people focused. And once again, man, people always, how can I see the show? How can I see the show? Facebook. I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. Facebook each and every Thursday, and then also, if you want to see the full show, like me in the studio, you just seen a picture of me. I mean, live recording of me right now. You can see the whole show. I can post it. You can get the whole effect of us being here in the studio. So you already know what it is, man. I am Phocuz Phil on Facebook. I am Phil Phocuz on IG. And for all my Twitter fingers out there, at Phocuz Radio. It's just that simple. You already know what it is. This is a platform for the missing and the murdered community. And like I say, every week I come here, man. I talked about it last week. Every single week I come here, we are reporting deaths within PG County and within the District of Columbia. And we are over 100 homicides already within the D.C. area. From what I guess they do it from maybe January until now, we're almost into July. 2023 is moving right along. Hope we have a 2024 better than a 2023. But teenagers just losing their life, man. There's just so many to name. I can't even name all of them. There's just been so many. 14 years old, to 15 years old, to 16 years old. We actually had two cousins on the south side, that two blood cousins that lost their lives basically on the same day. And it's just sad, man, that we are killing our community like this, and only a few people relate to me, and we talk about it. You know, this is something that needs to be talked about. I believe when you bring awareness and you have a community talking about these issues, I think something can be done. And when I say that, I mean, bring awareness, and they say if you see something, say something. And for youths to be gunned down, you know, right on streets, and people pulling up on scooters and gunning our youth down, or it's a shootout and the bullet goes through the window and hits a 17-year-old girl, you know, or, you know, you pull up and ambush a vehicle with a pregnant woman, 8 months pregnant, and I guess her baby's father, I would say, or maybe even husband or boyfriend, whatever it may be. And she loses her life and he's shot. He has to drive to a destination where he could come to safety and get help. It's just sad. These things are happening in broad daylight, 10 in the morning, 11 in the morning, 12 at noon. It's just sad. It's really sad. And, you know, times have really, really changed. I know a lot of street people. I know a lot of older street people. And when I say street people, I don't want people to take it negative way, derogatory. In other words, when I say street people, I'm saying that people that have been out there, that came up in the real streets, people that was real gangsters, you know what I mean? Like, not these fake ass little niggas that saying they gangsters. I'm talking about real gangsters that have respect for people, have respect for children, have respect when they seen you with your family, even if it may have been a beef going on. I don't condone murder. I don't condone killing anyone at all. But real is real. Growing up in the nation's capital, even growing up in PG County, you know, you can't tell these youngins nothing, man. And that's what's so sad. Because the thing about it is, if we come to a race war, let's call it a race war, when everybody beefing, they take us out of civilization and take us back to where ain't nothing out here. And we got to survive. Ain't no jobs, ain't no money, ain't no cars, ain't nothing. Might not even have clothes. Might take us back to Africa when we butt naked running around. A lot of y'all going to die. I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of y'all are not going to survive. I'm talking to my younger generation. You have no proof about yourself. A lot of you all have no respect for your elders. A lot of you all don't even have a respect for yourselves. I don't care. You can take it how you want to take it. This is Phocuz Radio, but I'm just so frustrated. I am really so frustrated with this senseless gun violence that's going on. We had a 14-year-old killed. We had a 15-year-old killed. I think it was 6 teenagers that we had shot. 3, I want to say, lost their lives, and the other 3 in stable condition. I don't know if during the pandemic, I don't know, it was a conspiracy theory a while back, I know in Chicago. And they actually said that, it was vans and shit that pulled up. Possibility that, planes and shit dropping guns out the sky. Because I'm trying to figure out, how do they get their hands on assault rifles, artillery, bigger than what the police got? I'm trying to figure this out because more murders are happening with assault rifles. More murders are happening with AK-47s. More murderers are happening with these big guns with extra clips, and they done sawed it off and added this and added that to go get their what they call it, they op. To get their op. And it's just sad that they don't care. Broad daylight. I talked last week on the show. I talked about going back to capital punishment. I talked about giving them jobs when they are in prison, where they got to work for the rest of their life until they just drop dead and fall. And I'm goddamn serious. Who is going to take care of us when we get older, when we become seniors? Because it's like it's a different generations. It's the youth. We get old. Everybody gets older every single fucking day. I don't care I don't care if you are a baby born, and you're born, and the next day you're 1 day old, you're 2 day old, you're 3 day old, you're 4 days old, you're 5. You are getting older. Shout out to the babies. I'm not talking about the baby. I'm just keeping it real, right? So as we go through this journey called life, we have plans for the future, and maybe having a family, maybe getting married, just plans for the future, period, as a younger person, as an older person, because I always say, if you stand in one spot, ain't no grass gonna grow. It doesn't matter how old you are. Keep it moving. Keep it pushing. I remember Martin Luther King saying, if you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. So we got to keep it moving. So it has nothing to do with old heads, young heads. It's happening to everybody losing their life, man. The carjackings, the sexual assaults. I heard a story this morning. Young lady running, 17 years old, exercising. A man pulls up in the vehicle, Crown Vic. You remember the Crown Vics? Remember the Crown Vics when everybody wanted a police car? He gets out the car. He tries to sexually assault her. She fights him off. She runs off, and she calls the police, and I guess he was arrested. I'm not sure about that part. But it's just the things that's happening, the things that's going on. It's a crazy world, and many people say, well, Phocuz, this is in the Bible. The world is coming to an end. It could have been the same thing 50 years ago. I don't know. But it is sickening. It is truly sickening that we can't live in peace. And these are what our civil rights leaders had marched for, had got arrested for, spit on, beat on. Juneteenth. We had people that didn't even know that they were free, still working as slaves in some states. These are the things that we went through, the oppression of our people. And this is how we return the good deeds. It's not a favor, it was a good deed. The stewardship of our ancestors. And like I keep telling y'all, 500 years ago is not a long time. It's really not. It's only 5 centuries. Some people live to see over 100. So for us to repay them back like this, I'm quite sure they are turning in their graves. For Rosa Parks to sit on the front of the bus, get arrested, damn near lose her life. School buses segregated, the same thing. So for us to get on the metro buses and shoot our people and kill our people, for us to get on school buses at 15 years old to try to kill people, it's fucking sickening. And I'm tired of it, man. And my system has come immune to it. Every single day throughout the day, when I get breaks and I have time, I'm going on the news. I'm looking at New York Post, shout out to them. I'm looking at Newsbreak, shout out to y'all. I'm looking at the Washington Post, shout out to y'all. And it's just sickening. Every report, carjacking, a teenager loses his life, a person shot on Metro, a guy got on a school bus and put a gun to a young person's head and the gun went off, and luckily, fortunately, by the faith of God, he didn't get killed. But 2 weeks before that, the same guy that killed one of the people's sister that he was with. What is going on? It is sad that you have to leave out your door and walk on eggshells. Seriously. Everybody strapped up. Everybody strapped up. And they spoke on today as far as them, passing the laws of in D.C. to be able to carry these, these weapons, But you better read your law books, man, because you can't, certain things that you can't do. And I understand being strapped up. Don't get me wrong. I have no problem with anybody defending themselves. But the people that are receiving or are getting these guns, purchasing them, or however they getting them, it got to be something going on. I'm going to look more into it. It's not a fucking conspiracy theory. It's true. Younger people have the guns. And I know people, you can die. I forgot what they said. 6 million ways recorded, documented black and white that you could die. But we can walk out your door and 2 people shooting. When you can ride down the street. You know how many young people, kids have been killed in our nation's capital with their parents in the car and they just riding through. Something has to be done. Like I see a lot of building. I see a lot of $5, $6 million, $10 million buildings. But I don't see making these people that go to jail for senseless gun violence, and we could prove it. I don't see punishment. Because I think, if you 18 and you 19, like I said last week, we going to work you until your last dying day. Even if you need medical attention, you're going to suffer. You are going to suffer. And I'm just tired, man. I'm just tired. I believe Conti was a great DC police chief. I think he just got tired of the bullshit. I mean, like the one before him. I don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but I just seen the vision. I just seen the passion when he spoke. Sometimes he wanted to say, I'm tired of this shit, but he just couldn't do it on national TV. Talk to your kids, man. See, the other problem is babies having babies and parents are friends, and they talking about the beefs, and they this, they that. Neighborhood beefing been going on since '68. They 14. They don't even know why they beefing. They heard their uncles talking about it. They heard their fathers talking about it. I don't know. I mean, I'm still touched by what happened. 300 block of 37th Street with this young lady, inspiring model from what I'm reading. Story went worldwide. I think it went worldwide because it was just a vicious attack. And we have other people in other places. Damn, what they doing in D.C.? What's going on in D.C.? What's happening out there? Let's pray. Stay prayed up. Be real about it. If you're an advocate and activist and you care about your community, if you living off the new places they call Capitol Hill, you in Capitol Hill and, you sitting on money, get involved. Protect your investment. Cause I'm tired, man. I'm just tired every week, every single week. It's something within our communities, man. So prayers go up, man, to those families and of those young teenagers over the weekend that has lost their life. The ones that have been shot and in stable condition. Prayers go out for that baby that they were able to deliver. They had just enough time. You see how God has control of the time. Things are so unexpected. You know what I thought about it? I said, what is death like? Not that I want to know right now, but I'm it's a bunch of shit going on out here, right? And I said, does the spirit really live on? So we have lost so many people through COVID-19, through senseless gun violence, carjackings, car accidents. I mean, this is 6 million ways to die. Ice Cube and them said that back in the day. 50 years of hip-hop, if y'all know anything about hip-hop. I want to definitely hold a meeting with Trayon White. I had the opportunity of interviewing him a couple months back. I just want to put some ideas out there, man. Just put some ideas out there. And then push them to the people, push them to the community. Then we'll see who really cares. So, somebody got to do it. I had a friend of mine, one of my best friends. You got to switch your show up, man. You got to talk about some different stuff because, every week, man, you be talking about the same thing. Maybe you got to switch it up. You can get more followers. Just switch it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm not. Because who going to talk about it? If it ain't me, who else going to really do it like Phocuz Field doing to talk about it? I'm going to stay right where I'm at. I'm going to keep on reporting these stories. I'm going to keep on motivating. I'm going to continue on till I die, representing for the missing community, representing for cold cases for parents, especially our black mothers that lose their black sons to senseless gun violence and there's no support. I know DC police is really quite busy right now. Because remember last year, we were talking about defunding them, cutting the funds back. For what? We need them now more than ever, so what you going to cut them back for? When you're dealing with 6 homicides a day, Well, I got some time, man. It's 6:25. We go to 7 p.m. because when it's hot and it's fire, you don't need to, you're going to grab it right then and there. You're going to stick your hand in that fire. It's going to burn. You're going to take it right back out. Burn your hand. That's how Phocuz Radio is. We ain't going to keep you there too long. We're going to give you a little bit of fire. We're going to take you right out. On to some good news. I asked my engineer to show this young man, Miguel Coppage. Miguel Coppage, man, adopted just like me. This is actually a photo when he was younger. I think Miguel maybe was 13 when he first came on my show, man. That man already had wrote like 5 books. 5 books, literally. 5. I still got all of them. And I just knew he was going to be something great, right? He was like 13, maybe even younger than that, maybe 11, something like that. And, told the story and just spoke so articulate, right? And, adopted, and Yolanda Coppage is his mom. And this ended up, man, in great hands. Great, great hands. This man is actually, he just auditioned for a Disney show. He's received maybe 4 to 5 scholarships. He just got one yesterday from, let me see. I think I wrote it down. I thought I wrote it down, ladies and gentlemen, but hold on, let me see. Oh, yes, I did. Well, I just wrote he received a $1,500 scholarship. You can look him up, Miguel Coppage, or look his mom up on Facebook, Yolanda Coppage. And I know I talk about so many things, man, that are sad, and bad, but I just wanted to make him the Phocuz star of the week. And he's just climbing that ladder, man. Every time I go online, he's in a different place, auditioning for this. He got his own hair products that's selling out. You know what I mean? He got the long locks now, and he got the hair products for your beard, for grown men, for your hair. He's just doing a lot of great things, man. He went out there for Disney, I think in Cali or Florida, one of them, a whole week auditioning, and may even have a slot on a Disney show. Young black guy coming from Southeast DC. Anything is possible. That's real shit. So our Phocuz star of the week, man, I'm, sorry to turn the wheels, but our Phocuz star of the week, man, Miguel Coppage. I think now he's 17, maybe last year of high school. So he's been visiting colleges, man, just doing a great thing, man. Look up his page and have your young children, boy or girl, just look at the page. Just get inspired. That's all. Shout out to the young people that are doing the right thing, though, because we have a lot of those, too. Then we have too many that are not doing the right thing. So that leaves us in the judgmental state. Because I see them, some of them is like, let me go ahead and go my way. I don't even want to stop and speak. I don't want to say nothing. I don't know what you're going to do. But that's not me. That's not my personality because I'm shielded. I got a shield. I'm shielded by God. So it's like it's bulletproof. So I'm walking in. I'm like, I'm armored. What's up, bro? How you doing, bro? I ain't got no change. What's up, bro? How you doing? But what I can tell you is I know down the street, this little junk right here, they hiring. Or, you ever thought about, what you want to do, man? What's wrong? So let's inspire to inspire before we expire. It's like that gallon of milk. You better hurry up and drink that shit because you only got like maybe 2 weeks with it. And it's nowadays, inflation and economy, it's probably cost you close to $10. So hurry up and drink it before it expires while it's still good. It's the same thing with life. It's the same exact thing with life. Inspire before we expire. I have people that motivate me in so many different ways. I didn't think about it until I walked away from the conversation. Dang, what did he just say? Oh, that's what he meant. That's what she meant. It's never too late. Follow your dreams, man. That's why we do Phocuz Radio. To get focused. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. We are giving exclusive interviews, man. We market, we promote, we advertise. Also, some slots available right here on Beltway Radio and beyond, man. So, holler at me. Not now, but right now. Let me go and see who I got on Facebook. Yes, he's a great young man. Okay, Miss Duncan. You already know what it is. The One Band. Wow. The One Band. I can say so much about Damien. He's the lead singer of The One Band. He came here one Thursday, man, and I got to call this brother. Matter of fact, I have reached out to him. Try to reach out to him at least twice a week. Hell of a singer, hell of a great guy, man. Phenomenal. Hell of a band. The One Band. The great thing about it is they open up for the legendary Rare Essence every Saturday at the Aqua. I think they've been there. I think he told me 3 years now. That ain't easy to do. That ain't easy to do, man. If you have been following Go-Go, and I love Go-Go, if you have been following Go-Go, Rare Essence, man, has maybe played everywhere that you can name. But Junkyard are my boys. Don't get me wrong. I love all Go-Go, but shout out to Junkyard and Bugs and that whole JYB for life. Once you get in the yard, you can't leave out the yard. Once you get in the JYB zone, you can't get out the zone. I'm sorry. Nipsey's every Friday. I'm sorry. You just can't get out the yard. I'm sorry. So shout out to Go-Go, pushing the culture. A lot of them are doing great things. Shout out to Shorty Corleone, who has, who graced this stage and turned me on to the One Band. I didn't even know he was doing so many things within the community, man. So shout out to Tawana Duncan, who just tuned in, and she just told me Miguel Garbage, just a great young man. So, like I said, we are a small knit. So the DMV is a family. Why can't we be like a family? It's a small town, a small city. Why can't we be like down south? Everybody know everybody. Everybody's speaking. It's a small town. I'm not saying nothing happens. I'm not saying you don't have your crazies. I'm just saying, why? Why do we have to rob, steal, and kill? Sometimes you got to deal, depending on what it is. But I'm just hypothetically speaking, why can't we be that way? Before you rob, kill, and steal, maybe stop and ask that person for some help. You never know. We have to figure out better ways of doing things. Damo, yes, he is an awesome guy. Damo Johnson, an awesome guy. What's up, Curtis? My girlfriend is in the house, y'all. Faith Thornton, she's tuning in. She up there in Cleveland Pop. They don't do nothing up there by the zoo. I ain't seen nobody try to carjack no motherfucking giraffe or a tiger. If y'all go hard, go to the zoo. Go to Cleveland Park where the rich people at, and let me see you hijack a tiger, a zebra, a giraffe. Do some real shit. Yeah, you ain't gonna go up there and do that. But you'll mess with your little black man right here. Your black woman right here struggling with her kids in the car, getting gas, going to the store, trying to make it happen and take her vehicle or rob her. Go hard. Let me see a Fox 5 story where they say some gentleman went to Cleveland Park, the zoo, and they took $200,000 animals about there. Nah, real shit, y'all. I gotta make it, I gotta keep some humor, but let me see who we got. Wow, y'all tuning in, ain't y'all? Yeah, I know, Miss Duncan. It's really sad. Harvey Pittman, ha, ha, ha. Y'all, I'm dead serious, facts. Follow us on Facebook, The One Band, and on Instagram, The One Band, what's that, _3. I interviewed Miguel before. Oh, okay. That great guy, man. Great young man. Terry Lancaster, what's happening? Melanie, what's happening? Michael Reed, what's happening? Tina, what's happening? Anti-Hot, the artist. I got to get with you, man, and bring you in. I like how you do that, man. It's just so original. It's like one of them back in the day type jokes, man. Like one of them real art jokes, like in expressions. Artwork is not meant to be perfect. It is meant to express yourself, and that's what that brother does. Curtis, what's happening? Rudy, what's happening? Marie, what's happening? You already know what it is. How was that Vegas trip? Oh, my bad. Hold on. Michael Muse, oh my God, man, what's happening? Speaking of RE, man, another legend. Michael Muse graced my stage, man, a few times. Son has been missing, man, for, I don't know, Mike, maybe even 9 years now, maybe something like that. Missing in the Oxon Hill area. And once again, it takes us so much time to grab the media attention. So that was one of the reasons why I started this platform dedicated to Felicia Rudd. And Michael Muse case is pretty much the same thing. He got so many rumors, man, of where his son may be. People even have seen his son. Michael Muse, man, is still fighting tooth and nail in reference to locating his son. So check him out, man. Check him out. He like a celebrity, though, like a real celebrity, man. He toured, man, with like I don't know what it is, Mike Dramatics, Stylistics. You got to give me the names, Mike. You know, that's old school, man. And just a great guy, man, just all around. At least he's still trying to raise at least 100,000. At least 100,000. This money ain't going to him. This money is going to go to help locating his son along with other missing people. But we donate to all this other shit, but we don't donate to the community. See, we got to keep it here. See, it's already here and then leaving out of here. But it ain't us. We spending $1 billion a year. But it ain't us. And I'm talking about that's just $1 billion on one thing. This is another billion on this thing. This is another billion on that thing. But it ain't here. Shout out to Michael Muse. Look him up, man. Like I say, from the legendary RE band, and went on to do his own thing, and has been quite successful. But his story, Christian Muse is his story. Don't tell a story, be the story. So he has a story right now, and we live in a story. This is real. This shit is serious, man. What's going on within our community. And if you listen to the show and you follow me, you hear me say that on my course. You don't know what, that's me. You don't know what I've been through. Yeah. You don't know what I seen. Yeah. Live your life, not mine. Yeah. If you know what I mean. You don't know. We don't know. They don't know. Take it how you want to take it. Dissect it. They don't know. We don't know. You don't know. Stylistics. The Stylistics. Tawana, you know everybody, man. You know everybody. Stylistics. Michael Muse, man. He always does this thing, man. He's always on the road, always in the studio, man, just making it happen. Coming from straight right here, DC. It's here. We focus on the positivity, and we get all the talents, and we put them all and drop them all in the DMV. We would be a trillionaire town. I'm telling you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna get you focused. Damn, she interviewed Muse too. You know what? You know we in competition now. You my friend, but you know what? You know it's just like two boxes. They be best friends, but when they get in that ring, they trying to get that check. You know I'm just messing with you. You know how it be. I've been in these here streets. I hear you. I know. Another sad story, man. We had 5 people that I've just read that died I don't know. I would like to say they're all wealthy. 13,000 feet they wanted to travel below to see the ship wreckage of the Titanic. You can have your own opinion about this. I'm just sad that these people lost their life. The father and son, that young man went with his father, and it's kind of like a tour that these people do. It's not the safest tour because of reviews and, people that had tried to do it previously that had worked for this company, Ocean Gate, and the CEO that was driving this vehicle, as they call it, they went down. They had been missing. It's only a certain amount of time, man, that you're going to live 13,000 feet underwater. They were going to see the two parts of the Titanic, if you all are familiar with that, of the shipwreckage. And I know this is maybe out of our leagues. Out of our leagues, you didn't see any black people. We haven't seen a black person go to the moon with Richard Branson, even though they said he has the most official and safest way to go to the moon or go into space. And it's costing you $250,000. So when I say out of our league, it might not be out of y'all league. I might be talking to some wealthy people on my line. I don't know. But, and not to make it a color issue, but all these people were wealthy. They spent $250,000 for a ticket. So like I say, to go 13,000 feet down into the water. To go and see the ship wreckage from the Titanic. It's been a few days, man. They have been looking for them. They had got lost. What they're hearing is now that all they see is debris. Canada actually has used a tool that we have given them to go underwater to try to locate these folks. America is the only country that has the equipment to go down and do these type of things. This thing that they were on was actually controlled by a game controller, as they called it. This CEO actually had a few folks that worked for him, and they actually said, after they got 2,500 in the feet, nah, this ain't right. This ain't firing me. This ain't right. We don't want to do this. This ain't right. 5 people paying $250,000. He would have made $1 million. We are driven by money. We are driven by money, and I think the more money that we have, we don't think safety. We are untouchable.
Hello, folks.
Yes, sir. What's up, B?
So, unfortunately, the one thing that you forget to mention, mind you, the debris was due to the fact that the submarine exploded, pretty much imploded. So, it was one or the other. They said they heard knocking a couple days ago, so they were kind of in the facility area to where they were at. But likelihood there was pin noise or there was knocking noise was probably the engines popping, and that's where they saw the debris. So, and yes, what you said is true. That a lot of the safety precautions of this, I would say, of this research or whatever you want to call it, this tour, yeah. A lot of people within the company was kind of saying, why are we doing this? I thought, I'm a Titanic, I wouldn't say a fan, but I like I'm enthusiastic about certain things about the Titanic. The one thing I wouldn't do was go down there and see it for myself, unless it's for research, and that's it. And James Cameron, he did it for research to do the Titanic movie, and he stopped. Right after he did that, he paid his respects, and he has never been going down ever since. So I know there's other research vessels that are from different countries that go there. To, sad to say, grave rob, because there are still certain quote unquote valuables down there. But
But you got to search for those too, right?
Yeah, you got to search.
Yeah.
So, but as long as you got the right permits, because officially, the ship still is under England possession, but the waters is between U.S. and Canada, but mainly Canada. So you have to get permission to go dive down there. But I've known international people, like I've known some Greeks and some Italians have gone down there before in recent years. So, but doing a tour, it's like, no. I mean, I was happy to see video footage from long ago, but I'm not going out there to do. It's like digging up someone's grave and say, "Hey, how you doing?" It doesn't make no sense to me.
Right, exactly. Woo.
It's happy they lost their lives, but it was like, I felt like the money took over and greed on the owner's part.
Exactly.
Got the best of him, and sadly they lost their lives for it.
May they rest in peace. However, I feel they need to let the ship be. If it's meant to be seen, it will float to the surface. You're right, Javi. It's been down there for a long time.
It's not coming up. Don't worry about that. There's no way to come up.
I love the Titanic, but I wouldn't do that with my money. I'd rather feed families with that money. Okay. We don't belong down there or in space for tourism. I don't like it.
Wait, now space is another story.
I would not. I think I would go to space.
Yeah, space will be interesting.
I probably will go to space.
Not that what William Shatner did, just hover up for like a hot second and come down. No, right. I mean actually, be in there.
Yeah, I would do it. I don't care what y'all say. I would do it. Wow. Rest in peace to those people. We got to keep it moving. Queen of Rock died, Tina Turner, and 16 days before she died, her son, Ike Turner Jr., got pulled over, some crack kids right here, crack cocaine, and some meth. He's also a musician. He was a sound man for his mom, Tina. He was actually, Tina adopted Ike kids. Ike adopted Tina kids. Adopted, I think her son. And interesting story about this is they say he tried to eat the crack. Ike Turner Jr. tried to eat the crack, eat the meth, and he got pulled over. He got arrested. But the thing that really messed me up was that even despite all the things that Ike, and you have a lot of moms like this, man, a lot of them, especially our sisters because they're strong. She took his kids, she adopted them, the last names and, everything, right? Ike found out that Ike Jr. was working for Tina, pistol whipped his own son with a 45 caliber pistol because he found out that his son, Ike Turner Jr., was still working for his ex-wife, Tina Turner, pistol whipped his own son, and she hadn't talked to Ike Turner Jr. for years. You never know what people are going through, man. That money, man, I'm telling you, man, that money could be dangerous. Sometimes you got to read between the lines, man. You got to do your research, man, and know the history, man. But prayers go out to that brother, man, because I could just only imagine maybe why he was on drugs. His father was on drugs. And when I read that part of the whole story, because it was funny, because the headlines was like, Ike Turner Jr. eats crack. I'm like, what? Butt crack? But then when I read the story, a few people eat butt crack, but I'm saying when I read the story, we grown. I said, crack cocaine, try to eat it. And it was just sad when I had read that part of the story, man. Rest in peace to the Queen of Rock, Tina Turner. And prayers go up for Ike Turner Jr., 65 years of age, and he was arrested. They said eating crack. Wow. That's how, and the police charged him with tampering with evidence. Ain't this a matter? You going to tampering with evidence? I want to eat the crack. Don't eat. Hey, y'all. Now, I know you might smoke some weed. You might swallow a little piece and cough, but don't eat the blunt. I had a friend like that, though, and we call him Roach to this day. Hey, Roach. My man Roach, he on Facebook too, man. Me and him came up together, man. Roach would eat the fucking roach. And we gave him Roach the name Roach, man. My man Roach, man. Still my man, though. Y'all already know what it is, man. Back to celebrity news, man. Boosie Badass was arrested, and I think they gave him a bond, then denied the bond. Boosie Badass is crazy, but that's my man. He actually went on San Diego police on stage after they saved his life. He was having a bad diabetic coma in San Diego, I'm sorry. They saved his life. He went on stage after that. A couple of days, he was out there chilling and was like, fuck the police, and this, that, in San Diego. Went to court. They dropped the gun charge, locked his ass right on up. Come on, Boosie. And the charge was for he's a felon, not supposed to have a gun. He was shutting out Cali with some gangbangers. They noticed a gun on his waist. So they watched him. You know, you got the hip-hop police. They watched him, and look what happened. Come on, Boosie, man, get this shit together, bruh. He is now facing 5 to 10 years. Come on, Boosie, my man. Hey, y'all, we ain't got much time, man. We got 4 minutes for my missing children and adults. This also pisses me off. And what I did today was I scrolled through my database, and I said I'm going to find those that has been missing for not went missing yesterday or the day before, but has been missing for the last month. I'm going to talk to Trayon White. I want to talk to Trayon White, and I want to talk to the chief of police. I think I'm going to set that up. For real. I'm serious. Deontay Tolan, missing from the 300 block of 54th Street, Northeast D.C. He's been missing since Tuesday, April the 4th. I'm going to try to get it close as I can. He was reported missing at 5 p.m. I would say the unique thing about him would be his hairstyle. He has those short dreads. Looks a little older than 15, but he's only 14 years old. April 10th, it was reported Deontay Tolan, described as a black male, 5 feet, 8 inches in height, 200 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. Last seen wearing a white t-shirt, orange coat, black sweater, blue jeans, black and white Jordan shoes. Jordan shoes are common, orange coat, if he's still wearing. Looks like he has that in this picture. I wouldn't say a coat now because it's hot outside. Let's bring Tolan home. Javante Johnson, he's been on my show twice. He still has not been found. 4900 block of Call Place Southeast, reported missing Wednesday, May 24th, 2023, 4:40 p.m. I believe he's 16, I think. I reported him twice already. Last seen the 4900 block of Call Place, described as a black male, medium complexion, 6 feet, 2 inches in height, 180 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. Last seen wearing all black clothing. Distinctive, I don't know. Maybe a Scully, likes wearing Scullies, and has an earring in his ear. Also reported her, Patience Wilkins, 1100 block of K Street Southeast. Not the uptown K Street, y'all. The K Street Southeast. I think that's off of Minnesota Avenue. June 11th, 2023, reported missing at 6 p.m. She is a black female, of course, as we can see. She's only 15 years old. Unique is her name, Patience. 5 feet, 8 inches tall, 135 pounds. Black hair, brown eyes. Clothing description giving at the time, black hoodie with the Pink Floyd design on it, blue jeans, and black shoes. Tasia, her name, Tasia Bill, looked like 2 pearl earrings maybe. 4800 block of 1st Street Southwest, June 13th, 2023. Reported missing at 4:18 a.m. That tells me she did not come home. Black female, medium complexion, 4 feet, 5 inches in height, 103 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. Her clothing description is unknown. We got to do better. My man Derek, what's happening? Miss Tracy Gray, what's happening? Y'all already know what it is. Your host with the most, man. Y'all can always go back and see the show for those that missed it. Curl and Beagle, what's happening? Y'all already know what it is, man. I am out of here, man. I am Phocuz Field of Phocuz Radio. We do this thing each and every Thursday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. You already know what it is, man. Follow me on the book. I will repost this joint, man. And once again, If you stand in one spot, ain't no grass gonna grow. So you better keep it moving. And you live, you listen, and you learn. Stay focused, y'all.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
You don't know what I've been through.
You don't know.
You don't know what I seen.
You don't know what I seen.
Live your life, not mine.
Not mine.
If you know what I mean, they don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Life is funny things we do to get money. Hardships, hard times. And these days, these situations, they be sticky like honey. If it ain't Corona, they trying to clone ya. What happens to the little girl that went missing from her home? Her own daddy keep touching her. Daddy, leave me alone. I ain't got the answers. Trying to get justice for George Floyd. And if Bill Gates got the cure, make sure he got one for cancer. We screaming stop the violence, but who we asking? The killer the same color as the one in the casket. I'm no preacher, spitting hard facts like bleachers. Make America great again. It's only for the rich leeches. Where's Felicia? I guess black reparations went to new prisons and new